Hi my honeys, welcome back to my channel. So before we do start today's video, as always, timestamps are down below in that description box, or just hover over the screen here on YouTube and you can go ahead and fast forward to whatever part you want to see. But today, as you guys saw the title, I'm gonna be doing my full face using all drugstore makeup, which I am so excited, you guys, because I feel like I haven't done a drugstore makeup tutorial in quite some time. Literally everything is drugstore except for one thing, and that's just my mascara. I'm using the Benefit Bag Out Bang mascara, and I don't have a drugstore one at the moment for me to use. So out of everything though, that's like the only thing that is drugstore. And I also have some new goodies that I haven't played with personally. So today I'm gonna be trying them out with you guys and giving you my thoughts on those. All right, I'm just zooming you guys in and we're gonna get started with the brows first. Normally I do my brows last, but because we're gonna go in with the NYX, the brow glue. Have you guys used this? Let me know what you guys think about this product. Personally, like, I don't mind it, but I definitely recommend you applying this first before you go in with like your powders and your foundation, because it can get, like, how do I explain? Like, if you get powder in this on your eyebrows, it just looks like white flakies on your brows, if that makes sense. So I always like to go in first. I am not like overly obsessed with it, but I like it. I just like the way that it holds my brows in place. And it kind of reminds me of like hair gel, like legit like hair gel. So for the most part, I have a full brow. I am very blessed, and you know, I gotta thank my parents for that because my mom and my dad both have full brows, mostly my dad, but my mom also has really good eyebrows. So normally what I like to do with this product is just very minimal. I don't like to press my brows down to my skin. I just use a little bit of this product just to kind of lift the brow hairs a little bit. I don't like to like completely flatten out my brows, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a makeup wipe, and I always just like to remove any product that is left on my skin from this NYX product gel, the brow glue. Because we're gonna go in with an eye primer, and I just want to make sure that this is all cleaned up. For my eyeshadow primer, you guys already know my Urban Decay Eden primer is seriously my favorite. It just lasts all day. It's very pigmented and very matte, and my eyeshadows never budge whenever I go in with that primer. And for something less expensive and more affordable, these Beauty Creations, you guys, neutral eye base primers, they recently just launched these a couple of weeks ago, and they're really good. So I'm gonna go into, I think I'm gonna go into Classic Vanilla, because I don't want my I don't want it to look super white. All right, so for the palette today, you guys, I'm gonna go into the Wet n Wild Color Icon. So this is a new product for me. I recently went to Target and I saw these and I was like, $5 for a palette? And I've actually played with Wet n Wild eyeshadows before, and they are really good and pigmented, and just the fact that this is $5 is amazing. So I'm thinking of staying more into like these tones right here. I want this look to be kind of like rosy and peachy, so I really want to go into those right there. And I think I might create like a baby cut crease, nothing too wild or too crazy. So the first shade that I'm going to go into is this one. Obviously there's no name to these eyeshadows, but this like dark red, brick red. Okay, so I'm gonna apply this like right here. Oh, that is so pigmented. Okay, so woo, this is very pigmented. So I'm just gonna run this like that. Gonna go into this very small detailed brush from Morphe with no product, and I'm just going to buff this out. So now to buff out the edges, I'm gonna go into this peachy shade right here, like a pinky peachy. And what I'm gonna do is just, I'm gonna start to apply it right here, right above, and we're just gonna buff this out so it looks nice and soft. Now to cut my crease, obviously I'm gonna go into the Beauty Creations Neutral Eye Base again, the shade called Classic Vanilla. And with this though, I'm gonna go in right here, and we're gonna follow the eye. Oh, yes. I'm just gonna extend it like that. A nice little cut crease. We're gonna take this color, you guys. It's so beautiful, and I want this all over my lid. It's so freaking stunning. So it's gonna go literally everywhere. It's like a light pinky peachy shade. Ooh, it's so pretty. So I kind of want to go back into this shade, you guys, the first one that we placed, and I think I'm going to go in with just a little bit, and I'm going to place it right here towards this inner corner to deepen it up a little bit and just kind of change the way that this eyeshadow style is looking instead of a cut crease. I mean, it's still a cut crease, but I just really wanted to go ahead and just apply a little bit of color right here. So just go like this to blend that matte shade in. You see that? It's like a little ombre effect. So going back in with that same shade, I'm just gonna go ahead and create like a little wing this way, like a corner wing or like a smoked out wing. Perfect. I'm gonna take this shade right here, this really bright magenta color. Same brush, I just want to apply it like right on top of it. You guys can see that little bit of color, just a little hint. So for my lashes today, you guys, I'm going into SHEEXTRA, and these are from my own lash line. They're obviously a little bit more fuller, more glam, because I told you guys we are doing something more glam today. And these lashes right now are only $8 on our website, so definitely check them out. I will link the link down below for you guys if you are interested in picking any of these up. Okay, so now it's time for skin. I'm gonna go into the beauty, I always get Beauty Creations and Be Bella confused. Same company, same owner, but this is Be Bella Cosmetics in the shade, oh god, the primer called All Day Seal Face Primer. So with this one, I'm just gonna apply it just right in my T-zone. This is where I normally get the most oily. I'm gonna let this dry for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go in with our foundation. For foundation, you guys, I'm gonna go into an oldie but a goodie. This is L'Oreal's True Match, and I have the shade Warm 5, so W5, and I actually used to use this a lot back in the day. I have another drugstore one right there if you guys can see it. I think that one's Maybelline, but when I went to Target, I saw this, and I really want to play with it again. It's been forever, so I don't know. Like, I don't really remember what the finish is and all that stuff, but all I remember is that this foundation is so good. And fun fact, my sister actually uses this foundation a lot and she loves it. But she has amazing skin, so we'll see how this looks on me. I've been playing with it, like I said, in a very long time. The only thing about this foundation is that it does not have a pump, so be very careful not to spill it.
Is he like his text?
No. What?
She doesn't like her picture.
Oh, she should have showed her teeth.
No, that's what I told her.
No la suben, eh. She should have smiled.
No, la venga a subir.
But yes, because if she would have looked serious, she would have looked like just.
Okay, next year she'll have straight teeth.
It's always the first one. Mine was horrible the first year.
I don't remember what.
I think.
Oh, I hate it when they would be like, trend this way, trend that way, trend that way. Like, and I got down.
So awkward.
I'm gonna just stand like this, like fucking ideas.
Like normal.
Right?
Even the DMV does that too, though, sometimes.
Yeah, they're like, you guys can't fucking put the camera up here.
I know, it's so low.
Yeah, to see like where you think it, they're like, smile. I'm like, like, después estoy fucking chewy, y me ponen así. Pongan la maja acá arriba. I think they did it on purpose.
I think so
But
too.
everyone look bad. Casi me dan ganas de hacer así.
School pictures are the worst. Who remembers their ID school pictures in high school? Oh, it was so bad. I think the first one that I took my freshman year, I had too much highlight. Like, you can tell. I don't know if I still have it. I have to go through my stuff, but the only thing I remember is like a lot of highlight on my cheeks and on my nose. Alright, so like I was saying, this does not have a pump, so just be very careful not to spill this. So I always like to apply it on the back of my clean hands. My hands are clean. And be very gentle porque si sale bien rápido. And I'm gonna go in with a makeup brush. This one's from ekkkkk, and it's a double-ended brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and do, you guys, is just apply it. And the thing that I remember about this foundation, I think, is that it looks more like skin. Can you guys see that? I think this is what my sister loves, this foundation, because it does look more like skin. Oh yeah, it feels very soft. Oh my god, I haven't played with this foundation forever. So for concealer, this is a brand new concealer to me. It's from ColourPop. It's their Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer, and I have the shade Fair 15W, which I hope it's my shade because when I went to buy it, they had like all the other testers out, but I kind of felt like this one would fit me the best. But we'll see, we'll definitely see. So I like the applicator of this concealer. Like, look at that. Normal, basic. And so what I'm gonna do, actually, should we do this first? Yeah, let's go in with our concealer and then we'll go in with our cream contour. So I'm just gonna apply it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's a little bit too light than what I am used to, but we'll see. Maybe once I blend it out, it'll look a little bit better. All right, I'm gonna take a makeup sponge. This is also from Beauty Creations, and I'm just gonna start to blend this concealer out. It seems very, very lightweight. Oh yeah. It's more hydrating. I would say it's like light to medium coverage. It's definitely not full coverage. So if you guys are looking for a concealer that's not super cakey under the eye and more hydrating, you will really like this concealer. Time for cream contour. I'm gonna go into the ELF Cosmetics. This is their Putty Bronzer, and the shade that I got, Honey Drip. All right, so I'm gonna go into this Beauty Creations. This is one of their bronzer brushes, and it's double-ended as well. And I'm gonna use it to apply my bronzer, my cream bronzer. So I have used this before already. This ELF cream bronzer, you guys, is more, it's not as like heavy. So you can definitely build up the intensity with this bronzer. But if you like a fast, you know, like the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, cream bronzer, that you can see the pigment right away as soon as you slap it on, this is not it. This is definitely gonna take some time to build up, but it definitely gives you more of a natural finish and more, yeah, just more natural. I love this brush too, you guys, from Beauty Creations. Oh, it's so good. Now I'm gonna switch it and use this side. I'm just gonna apply some cream contour down the sides of my nose. I'll link this brush down below for you guys too. It's really, really good. I really love the way it blends out my cream contour on my nose and overall around my face. So what I'm gonna do too, you guys, is going back into that sponge, I'm just gonna tap the sides of the nose. That way everything just looks nice and blended. I'm gonna go into some cream bronzer, and it's from Morphe. This is their Blush Balm in the shade Audacious Apricot. And I'm just gonna use my Sigma F10 brush, and I'm just going to apply it just on the high points of my cheeks. I do want to go into some highlight just above like the sides of my cheeks. I'm going to go into the Jurassic World times Profusion. This is their jelly highlighter. It's seriously so pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. And what I'm going to do is just apply some with my finger, and then I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. And the reason why I'm going to go in with it now is because I've played with it after I've applied my creams, and sometimes it just stays there and it won't blend out. So going in after you've blended out your creams is the best way to apply this jelly highlighter. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take a brush and just apply this just right here on the sides of my face. I'm gonna use my finger too just to blend it out. Gives it a nice wet look. All right, to set my under eye, I'm gonna go into the oldie but a goodie. This is the Airspun Loose Face Powder in the shade Naturally Neutral. And pretty much I'm gonna go in and I'm going to set my eyes, but before we do, I'm actually gonna blend out the concealer because it's starting to crease. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and just set it. Oh, I forgot how good this powder is. I haven't used this powder in a long time. It's really good for the price. I'm gonna set everything. Not really bake this area. I'm gonna press the powder in. Try not to get your eyebrows because we have that gel in our brows. All right, so while we're having this bake, we're gonna go ahead and finish the under eye, you guys. So jumping back into that palette, I'm gonna take this color and run it towards my lower lash line. All right, and we're just gonna buff this out and make it look nice and bronzy. I want to pop a little bit of peachy shade, so I'm going to go into this one, and I'm also going to run this towards the bottom just to buff this out, and so that way it looks peachy. All right, so Beauty Creations, you guys, they have these Dare to Bright gel pencils. This one's in white because it's affordable. I'm going to go ahead and apply it in my waterline. This is just going to help to make the eye appear, ooh, that is pretty. So it's going to help it just kind of make your eye look bigger. All right, so for my brows, I'm gonna go into this e.l.f. Cosmetics. This is their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. And I have the shade, luckily I still have the box, in the shade Cool Brown. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna use a spoolie. And remember, we didn't use that much product of that gel from NYX. So that's why I love to just go in with a little bit of product, because I still have this, what is this? Like, I'm able to still move the product around, or my brows around, without them being too stiff. So with the pencil, you guys, I'm just gonna pretty much create little hair strokes and pretty much fill in your brow. Oh, this is pretty. So I have used their brow pencils before, but it's been a hot minute. Ooh, I think I found my new favorite brow pencil. I forgot how good this is. So I'm gonna go in with my mascara, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start to apply my blush with you guys. For my blush, I'm gonna go into the Beauty Creations Timid Baby. It's like a nice corally peachy shade. And I'm just gonna tap it onto my cheeks and then move it back towards my cream contour. And you guys know what I forgot to apply? My bronzer. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer, and this one's from Morphe. This is their Bronze Show Bronze Vibes. Yeah, Bronze Vibes. Pretty much going to go around my forehead, into my eyeshadow, down the sides of my nose very lightly. For my inner corner highlight, I'm gonna go into this shade right here. So I'm just gonna hit this inner corner part. Oh, so pretty. That is beautiful. Can you guys see that? For my lip pencil, you guys, I've been loving these lip pencils from NYX Cosmetics. This one's in the shade, it's their Line Loud lip pencil collection and Total Baller. And of course, for the lipstick today, I'm gonna go into Maybelline. This is their Super Stay Matte Ink. And in my favorite shade, and you guys already know this, 55 Driver. And of course, to set my entire makeup, I'm gonna go into the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray in the scent Coconut Bliss. I love the way that this sprays. All right, you guys, so that's pretty much it for today's makeup tutorial. And I can't believe that my entire face is mostly all, actually they pretty much all are drugstore makeup. This is wild, except for my mascara, right? I think that's it. That is so awesome. So I can't stop staring at myself, you guys, in this mirror that I have right here. This foundation, if you guys don't have this, I definitely recommend you guys picking this up. It is seriously so freaking good. My nose looks amazing. It doesn't even look cakey or anything like that. Like, this is so crazy. I forgot how bomb this is. Also, this eyeshadow palette from Wet n Wild, definitely check out their palettes, you guys. They have more colors than this one. Again, the one that I have is called Heart and Soul, and it's their 10 pan palette. Super pigmented. This seriously reminds me of like a high-end makeup palette. This is crazy. And also the concealer from ColourPop, it actually looks really pretty. I'm not experiencing any creasing or anything like that. And it feels very comfortable under the eyes as well. Super lightweight and very hydrating. So for a lot of you guys who don't like, you know, a heavy cakey concealer, like the faux filter concealer from Huda Beauty, that one can be pretty heavy under the eye. Or my Hourglass one is pretty full coverage. You guys will really like this one. It's definitely more lightweight. So yeah, any questions that you guys have regarding the products? Oh, also, the brow pencil from e.l.f., amazing. It's super affordable. The only thing is that I do remember when I first used it is que se acaba bien rápido. So pretty much it just, you know, you go through it pretty fast, but it is affordable. I think it was like $6, and my Precisely My Brow Pencil for Benefit is like $24 now. It used to be $22. Now it's $24. Still so good though. Y me dura más tiempo. It definitely lasts a little bit longer than the e.l.f. one, but for an alternative, you guys, this is definitely a dupe for the Precisely My Brow Pencil. And pretty much the other products I have used already in the past, and they are seriously so freaking bomb. I am very happy right now. I love you guys so much. Thank you again for showing me so much constant love and support here on my YouTube channel. As always, before you do leave, do not forget to like and share or subscribe to my channel, because that really does help out my channel, and it helps, you know, for other people to see my channel as well every time you click like. That's it. I love you so much. Besitos. I will catch you guys hopefully on Saturday para un video en español. Bye.